Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Arts Council of Surrey's Community Gallery here at the Newton Cultural Centre. My name is Wendy Mould. I am the producer of ACS Gallery Talks. I'm really excited to introduce you to our featured artists for the month of March, as it is my art club, Artswest. Our show is called Expressions of Spring. It will be here until March 28th, but it can also be seen online at the website www.artscouncilofsurrey.ca. Experience the colors of spring, a world of creativity here at Artswest's Collective Art Exhibition. This vibrant showcase brings together a dynamic group of local artists, each with their own distinctive style and vision. The artists are united by a shared passion and create art that speaks to the heart and reflects Surrey we know and love. I'm looking forward to talking with several of the members of our group, Doris Biddle and Asma Burney, about their work and their passion. So let's go meet some of the artists of Artswest. Well, hi. This is a bit of a surprise, actually. I'm a member of Surrey Artswest, and actually I'm interviewing myself just for a few minutes. This is one of my paintings here. Very excited about this fellow. Stellar Jay, love Stellar Jays. One of my favorite birds, and I love painting them and different things. And this little scene here, this is from one of my walks when I was at Tynehead Park. And I just loved the way the moss and the leaves were sitting there. And so I took a few close-up shots of this area. And then I decided, now who would be sitting on that little hot spot of moss? And so I decided, Stellar Jays. Because I did a lot of camping and a lot of hiking and stuff. And you know, whenever we stopped to have a snack, those Stellar Jays were always there. We used to call them camp robbers. And so it was really kind of neat to put him in this picture and to put him in this setting. And this is actually the kind of thing that I like to do. I like to do wildlife. I like to do a lot of our West Coast things. And I like to have them in their setting and just have them part of what you would see if you were on the hike. And that's kind of all the things that I do when I'm doing my painting is kind of reliving different hikes, reliving different places that I've been out in the forest or in nature, and then just kind of bringing in some of my little friends like this fellow here that I see when I'm on my walks. Anyway, really nice to share some of my art with you, and actually to be on the other side of the camera for a change. Doris, it is so nice to be interviewing you today. I have seen your work for years, and I'm really looking forward to hearing your discussion about your work. So tell us, foxgloves, what's the story with this picture?
Well, foxgloves, they grow in your garden and they're wild. They grow everywhere, but even weeds, there's beauty in the weeds, the buttercups, all the weeds are beautiful. So, I have these growing in my garden, and I think they're quite exotic looking, actually. So, and you don't pay any money for them, so they're free.
They're free.
Yeah.
And then what were you telling me about the light? Like, what does that got to do with it?
Well, I find when I photograph any flowers, you want to depict them in the best possible way. So you try to get some sunlight on them. So there's sun and shadow, because that makes it more interesting, I think. And I don't know, hopefully you might see a bee come in or something, or you can actually add that later if you want, right? But I think all flowers are pretty, and there's something about them that always makes you feel happy because they're colorful and you like to look at them, and it's spring, so we want to see them.
Yes. I particularly like the light, even though they're white, they're actually not white until you get right down.
Yeah, white, I find, you know, there's lots of colors in there. There's a bit of yellow here, yellow up here. There's blue, there's purple, there's
Yes.
pink. So, you know, and the light green. And so there's all the colors in there. It's not just white.
Yeah, no, that's very, very pretty.
Yeah, and the white stands out because you got your shadows in here, so it makes it pop more. And
Yeah.
I always like to having a light coming. And you know, I read a book one time, I think it was a watercolor book, and the person said, you always got to leave a space for the bird to get out. And that has stuck with me, actually, you know, so that you leave a passage for, I guess, for the light to come in or something. So
very neat, very interesting.
and then, of course, the drama between the darker shades there and then the white, it pops. So I just like the colors, and I think they're rather exotic looking.
So that kind of tells us really how you feel about painting in general, doesn't it? That you like things to be colorful and
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, I like a painting. When I look at it, I want to feel good. So I know art is, there's so many that they say it should just stir your emotion, even the bad ones, but I feel there's enough bad emotions out there. We don't need to create art to look at that. So I'd rather focus on the feeling good part.
Right.
And I think lots of times when people buy a painting, it's because it reminds them of something, either a place they've been, or maybe they have those flowers in their garden, or it could be that it matches their decor too. But you know,
that's right.
When you're a commercial painter, it doesn't really matter.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this has been really interesting chatting with you about art. As I say, I've seen your work so many times, and I've been with shows with you as well. And we've just never really sat down and talked about it, have we?
No, because you're usually busy at a show, so you got some other focus, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Good morning, Asma. It is so nice to see you and to chat with you about your work today. I'm really looking forward to our conversation.
Good morning, Wendy. I'm happy to be here and looking forward to chatting with you, and it's my first time doing this kind of thing, so hope it goes well.
Oh, I'm sure it will. With a lovely picture like that to talk about, I'm sure we'll have lots to say. So let's start off with your picture, Travel Expressions. Now, tell me about this. What's the whole inspiration behind this?
Okay, I call myself a contemporary artist, so my work is not realistic, but it could be anything but realistic. However, I do get a lot of inspiration from different things, and this particular painting was inspired by my travels to some of the Mediterranean countries like Morocco, Portugal, Spain, etc. And so what I want the viewer to get out of this is to look at it and get a feeling of what I'm trying to express. So what I saw in these travels was a lot of color, first of all, a lot of pattern, a lot of design. Their streets and their walls and their architecture, it's all full of pattern. And that's what I was trying to express.
Wow, I totally see what you're talking about. I've traveled in those countries, and yes, I do have a feeling that's where that's located. It's certainly not gray old England for sure. So now, how did all this start for you, your art career? How did your art journey start?
Well, the art journey actually started when I was quite young, and after finishing high school, I joined the art college. And that's when I hoped that I would be sticking to my art, but unfortunately it didn't work that way. So only after retiring did I get into it full time, and that's been like about 5 years or so. So I've been really involved in my art, and it's very emotional for me, painting. I paint when I'm happy, I paint when I'm sad, I paint when I go down, I paint when I'm up. So it's got a very emotional connection for me, art. So that's why I also like to do abstracts, because then I can bring a lot of feeling into it. I do enjoy realistic work as well. But this particular painting was done in mixed media, and mixed media gives me a lot of freedom to try to get to where I want to by using different mediums and collages, and I try to make all the collage papers myself. So that's basically my process in a nutshell, and my background in a nutshell. So,
That's a story many of us have, I think. We're all, you know, we've come to that point where now finally we can do what we want to do. And
exactly.
yes, and you can just disappear in your studio for hours, I'm sure, with this. Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. It's really been enjoyable talking to you today. Although we see each other at our meetings and things, we don't get a chance to really delve into what we do. And I've really enjoyed this.
Yeah, me too, and thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, Wendy. Thanks.
Well, it was really fun today to share with you my passion with my art. And also I wanted to give a special thanks to Asma and Doris for sharing with us as well today. Although I know the artists, I find it really interesting to learn more about their passion for their work. Expressions of Spring can be seen here at the Newton Cultural Center until March 28th, 2026, or online at www.artscouncilofsurrey.ca.